Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and if you're tuning in for the very first time, then please know my name is Brendan. I'm the head coach and owner of Raw Motion Fitness, and it's been a wild ride. I'm not gonna lie, and thank you so much to the new subscribers, and for anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, just pop down below and hit subscribe. The lucky person on screen at the moment is the winner of the Chili's bottle, branded Chili's bottle. Thank you so much. I was actually in the process of making a video. I've shot the video and edited it, and then I realized that it was all out of context because I was preempting a final push to 100 subscribers, and I've passed it really quickly. So you guys are legends. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking part in this journey. I'm absolutely shattered today, and the reason I'm shattered is because I went on a 24-kilometer hike yesterday, 14 miles. I am absolutely ecstatic. I'm super chuffed. I'm in no pain whatsoever. Obviously I'm tired because it was a long way to walk, but at the same time it's just been like, whew, what a month. We went on holiday, I did some segwaying, we walked loads. We sat in a hot tub, which was really good fun. And then we went away again and we went walking loads, and we sat on the beach and sat in cars, driving to and fro. And it's the first time in 2 years, for the first time, I've been absolutely loving life because I'm pain-free. And so I haven't made a video because I've just been enjoying it. I have been working with my practitioner every week for 2 sessions a week. This week, as you probably are watching this video, is my final session of the pack. So it was a 24 session pack that I invested in, and it has been a wild ride. So I've learned tons of stuff along the way to supplement my learning. At the end of the last video, I said I was going to be going to Finland to do the Human Foundations Level 1 program. Unfortunately, I can't go for entry restriction reasons. I am looking at other dates for the other courses that are available at the moment. I really want to push to become a practitioner, a human biomechanics specialist, let's say, because there are a lot of people out there in pain. And I think that brings me to a really important point of this video, because there's so many people out there searching for answers. Okay, there's a lot of coaches out there in particular searching for answers at the moment. Here's a conversation that I was having the other day with a client of mine. When you're a trainer and you embark on a journey of learning about fitness and health, and you get your qualification for becoming a personal trainer, it's a very short process. It's not drawn out over many years unless you take a long time to study it. It can be done within a very short space of time. In fact, I think there's some places in the UK that are doing it in like less than sort of 6 weeks, where you get a boot camp session of just downloaded information, a bit like the Matrix. They plug them in and it's just like all this information, right? Which is cool. I mean, it means that so many people are open to the fact that they can go out there and learn. However, and this is the however, what the framework for all of these personal training diplomas and qualifications is a framework of programming and not technique and not concepts. Human movement is such a complex thing. When you look at training modalities and training programs, there's 2 ways you can approach it. There's one which is like, well, let's just try and make something very general so that it helps a lot of people with, a general thing. So I can get you generally fitter, I can get you generally moving better, but actually specifically honing in on what's better for you and what you need based on your makeup as a human being is something that's not covered in a personal training qualification. So now just flip with me over to being a doctor. If you're a doctor and qualified and done all your doctorates and whatever, you have studied something intensely for more than sort of 5 to 6 years. You've then taken further development within the practice that you're doing to help whatever person with whatever illness or injury or whatever it is they do. So if you're a general practitioner in the UK, let's look 6 to 8 years worth of experience, and you get a 10-minute slot with someone who's not well. They've maybe got a shoulder problem, maybe their gut's not well, maybe they've got diarrhea, maybe they've just fat and overweight and struggling. So you've got 10 minutes as a GP with 8 years plus of experience to download as much information into that human being so that they go and make a better choice for their health. Because a lot of problems that people face these days can be solved by just them taking better care of themselves. And let's say, for instance, as a GP, a qualified GP says to Sally, she says, Sally, you've come along and you've got a sore shoulder. You've been sitting around in your chair for too long. What you really need to do is lose some weight and tone up. So Sally, I'm going to recommend you go to the gym and then you start a diet. So Sally goes away and joins the closest gym to her house so that she doesn't have to travel too far. And she has an induction with a trainer who's had less than a year's worth of qualifications under his belt in movement programming, not movement coaching, not conceptual coaching. So Sally's gone from being in front of an expert who said you need to look after your health and then being pushed to someone who hasn't got that much experience of dealing with Sally with a sore shoulder. So they will look at very generic programming based on what they can get Sally to do short term for short term fixes. And then they might suggest, oh, go and try this diet. And so Sally trots off and she loses a few pounds and then she trains with the moves that she's been told are safe for her, but she hasn't actually had a full-on screening and the ability to spend a lot of time with someone getting to know what it is that's caused the shoulder problem in the first place. So do you see where I'm going with this? It's a very interesting model that the fitness industry is. The fitness industry is to everyone what school is to everyone, right? School prepares you for fitting into a box and knowing how to add algebraic equations, but not being able to operate in the real world. That's the way school is. School prepares you for everything other than critical thinking. School prepares you for everything other than going out into the real world and facing the trials and tribulations of the real world. That's how the fitness industry operates. The fitness industry is there as like this, hey, let's just get you generally moving and generally fitter and generally doing things because that's what we generally need to do. And it's like, well, actually, no, we need to be very specific in how we work. We need to be very specific in how we move. We need to be very diligent in our process of taking care of ourselves. And that starts with our fundamental biological blueprint and how we move, and then what we put on our plate, the energy that we absorb, the energy that we take on board. I think that's why I've decided to go full pelt with the functional patterns, because it completely backs up the whole tried, tested approach of let's look at you, how you move, how you run, how you walk, and how you stand, and let's make sure that you can move in a functional way for your biological blueprint. All right? Not throwing you under a barbell with a back squat, because we know that back squats generally make the legs strong, all right? But you might have a specific issue with your spine that means that a back squat in 10 years' time is going to break you. It's really interesting. And look, you know, people can throw all the objections out there that they want to, and they can kind of make a song and dance about a lot of the things that maybe Naudi says, or maybe that people have said in the past, and peer-reviewed studies and all these kind of comments that roll in. At the end of the day, the results are with the people that are experiencing the results themselves. I'm one of those people seeing the results, but not only that, some of this really valuable information is being passed on to the people around me. Yeah, in essence, I'm going to be making more videos like this. My goal with this channel is to actually move things to once a month, like a monthly update. Basically, this video is going to go out, and then I'm going to start preparing my next video, which will be about my progress over a 12-week period working with a practitioner. If you want to see that video, all you got to do is just hit subscribe and wait for that video to drop, because it's going to be cool. I'm literally about to go to the gym this week and get some footage of me sprinting on a treadmill to see the differences there, and I'll get some shots of me without my shirt on, so that you guys can see the progress of the 12-week stint with the practitioner. Okay, so from the 10-week course to the first session with the practitioner to now, and see where my body is at in terms of spinal decompression, and also in terms of how I'm running and how much better I'm running. Okay, I'm excited. I haven't seen myself run yet. on camera, and since the first time I uploaded some videos. So if you want to check those out, go back through the channel. But guys, I hope you stick along with me for this because it's going to be cool. Thank you so much for everyone who's watched all the videos and add their comments. Please do comment down below. You know, how do you think that my progress is going to be after 12 weeks? What are your thoughts? Pop the comments down below and let me know, because I always read them, I always reply to them. No matter what, I will always do my best, and hopefully this channel will just keep continuing to grow, and with that I'll have so many more people to talk to and chat to, and start positive discussion about moving humanity forward. Because right now, if nothing changes in the world, we're going to have some seriously pain-filled people out there, okay? So yeah, that's me for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong and keep moving.